Hello, everyone. Welcome to the live class. We're going to read a short story and we're going to learn the meaning of 12 vocabulary words and how to use them in sentences. Do you like to learn new vocabulary? Well, I'm happy that you're here. So let's start reading the story. In a small town surrounded by green hills and meandering streams lived Jack, an avid gardener with a love for nature. Jack's backyard was his sanctuary, filled with rows of colorful flowers, fragrant herbs, and thriving vegetable patches. One day, Jack discovered a neglected plot of land at the edge of town. The soil, once rich and fertile, now lay barren and forgotten. Unable to ignore the potential of the land, Jack decided to turn it into a community garden, a place where neighbors could come together to grow, share, and connect. Armed with seeds, gardening tools, and a contagious enthusiasm, Jack invited the town's residents to join him in the creation of the community garden. Families, children, and seniors eagerly participated, each person contributing a unique touch to the garden. As the first sprouts emerged from the soil, so did a sense of camaraderie among the gardeners. They exchanged tips, shared stories, and celebrated the small victories of each plant's growth. The community garden became a lively gathering spot, fostering friendships and a sense of belonging. Word of the flourishing community garden spread beyond the town, attracting the attention of local businesses and organizations. They rallied to support the project, donating materials, benches, and even a small gazebo for community events. The once forgotten plot of land transformed into a vibrant oasis of life and collaboration. Throughout the seasons, the community garden thrived. The harvests were shared among the residents, and surplus produce was donated to local charities. The garden became a symbol of unity, resilience, and the simple joy found in nurturing the land together. As the sun set behind the hills, the community garden glowed with a warm light of lanterns and the laughter of neighbors sharing a meal. Jack, surrounded by the fruits of collective labor, reflected on how a once overlooked piece of land had blossomed into a flourishing haven, bringing the town closer together. What do you think about the short story? Please let me know in the comments. Now we will talk about the first vocabulary word, and we will see some example sentences of how to use the vocabulary word. The first word is sanctuary. What is a sanctuary? A sanctuary is a place that is considered holy, sacred, or safe, often designated for religious worship or as a refuge for protection. So it can be religious, but it doesn't have to be. A sanctuary is a place that you feel safe and at peace. Do you have a sanctuary in your life? Maybe your bedroom is your sanctuary, or maybe going to a very special place, a park, is your sanctuary where you feel safe and calm, at peace. Let us know what your sanctuary is in the comments. The example sentences with sanctuary. Ready? The first one. The ancient temple served as a sanctuary where worshipers could seek solace and connect with their spiritual beliefs. Another sentence for sanctuary. The wildlife sanctuary was established to provide a protected habitat for endangered species. So, this is not religious, right? The wildlife sanctuary is a place where animals can be safe and protected. The third sentence with sanctuary. The library was a sanctuary for book lovers, offering a quiet and peaceful space for reading and reflection. What is your sanctuary? Let us know in the comments. The second vocabulary word is neglected. What does neglected mean? Neglected refers to something that has been disregarded, ignored, or not given the attention or care it requires. Have you ever neglected something? For example, the first sentence is, the old house at the end of the street appeared neglected, with overgrown weeds and peeling paint. So a neglected house does not look very good, right? The paint is coming off. The weeds are growing around the house. That is a neglected house. Second sample sentence. Due to his busy schedule, the neglected garden had become a tangle of unruly plants and neglected flowers. So, what is being neglected in this sentence? The garden is neglected. The flowers are dying. The weeds, right? The unwanted plants are growing. Third example sentence. The neglected puppy, left alone in the backyard, yearned for attention and affection. Have you ever neglected a puppy or a dog? Have you ever neglected a plant? Maybe you did not water the plant. You neglected it and it died. Third vocabulary word, potential. If you know what this word means, please make a sentence in the comments with potential. What does potential mean? Potential refers to the inherent capacity or possibilities for development, achievement, or success that someone or something possesses. So, potential is the good that you can reach, but you didn't reach it yet, maybe, right? Potential. What are some example sentences with potential? Number one, despite initial setbacks or problems, the young artist showed great potential and eventually became a celebrated painter. So, what does this mean? At first, the young artist, right, the person who makes paintings, maybe, they had some problems in the beginning. They did not make the best paintings, but they kept trying, and eventually they got closer to their full potential, and they became a successful celebrated painter. Second example sentence with potential. With proper training and support, the talented athlete had the potential to break records in her sport. So how can this athlete reach her full potential? How can she reach her full performance? She needs training. She needs support. And then she can one day reach her potential and be the best that she can be. Third example sentence with potential. The business mentor saw potential in the startup and decided to invest, believing in its future success. So, what did this business person do? The business mentor, the business person, saw that this little business, this startup company, the business person saw that this little business had potential. They weren't doing the best in the beginning, but they had potential. They could possibly be doing really well. So what did this business person do? They decided to invest. They said, I'm going to help. I'm going to help this little company so that they can reach their potential. Okay. Next vocabulary word. And by the way, if you want to, you can make sentences with these vocabulary words in the comments. Potential, neglected, sanctuary. If you can make sentences with these words, please tell us in the comments and practice your English. Okay. So, number 4 is contagious. What does contagious mean? Contagious describes something that can be easily transmitted from one person or thing to another, often referring to the spread of disease, the spread of emotions, or behaviors. So, something that can transfer easily. First sentence with contagious. The flu virus is highly contagious, spreading rapidly through close contact with an infected person. So, if you are in the same room with someone who has a virus, that person is contagious, right? Or the virus is contagious. So it can come to you and you can get the virus too. Second example sentence. Laughter, ha 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 ha. Laughter is contagious. Soon, the entire room was filled with the joyous sound of people sharing a moment of happiness. So, what happened here? It says laughter is contagious. If one person is happy and laughing, ha 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 ha, then another person will start laughing, and then a third person maybe will start laughing. Laughing is contagious. It spreads. It affects you. It affects you. Okay, third example sentence with contagious. The enthusiasm of the leader was contagious, inspiring the team to work together with renewed energy and passion. So what is contagious in this situation? The enthusiasm, the energy of the leader of the team, right? Have you ever been around someone who is enthusiastic and excited for the work that they will do? How does that make you feel? Is it contagious? Did you start feeling enthusiastic too? Please, if you have a sentence with contagious, put it in the comments and we can read it and talk about it. Number 5, contributing. Contributing refers to the act of providing support, help, or input to a cause, effort, or project. So, what are some sample or example sentences with contributing? She was actively contributing ideas during the brainstorming session. What did she help with? What did she support with? She contributed, she gave, she helped by giving ideas. Maybe we can do this. Or, maybe we can do this. She contributed her ideas. Next, each team member played a vital role in contributing to the success of the project. Have you ever contributed or given something to help a project or some kind of cause? For example, it says, an effort. For example, what is the third example? Here. By volunteering at the local shelter, he felt he was contributing to the well-being of the community. Maybe we can contribute to the animal shelter by playing with the dogs in the animal shelter. Or we can help the homeless community by contributing food. Have you ever contributed something to the community? For example, I want to contribute to your community by giving you education about the English language. I'm trying to contribute something. Can you contribute your comments to the video? Please contribute, give, and help others. Next vocabulary word is camaraderie. What is camaraderie? Camaraderie is the warm, friendly, and supportive spirit shared among individuals who share common interests, goals, or experiences. For example, the hiking trip fostered a sense of camaraderie among the group. The workplace encouraged team-building activities to promote camaraderie among employees. Do you have a feeling of camaraderie with your colleagues or your coworkers or your classmates? Do you feel that you can work together with your classmates or your colleagues? Do you feel that camaraderie, that spirit of unity? Let us know in the comments. Next sentence with camaraderie. The shared challenges of the project created a strong sense of camaraderie among the collaborators. So when you work on a project with a team of people and you work together and you solve problems, you might feel a sense of camaraderie with those people, like they are your close partners, and you support each other and help each other. That is camaraderie. Please let us know any sentences that you can make with camaraderie. Number 7, fostering. What does fostering mean? Fostering involves nurturing or promoting the development of something, such as growth, relationships, or skills. So fostering is like building something or developing something. What do you foster in your children? Do you foster good qualities in your children? As an example, let's look at the example sentences. The teacher focused on fostering a positive learning environment in the classroom. So the teacher wanted to build, or the teacher wanted to cultivate or grow a positive learning environment in the classroom. The community center was dedicated to fostering connections among residents through various events. So, what did the community center want to build? The community center wanted to build or foster connections among the people in the community. The community center wanted the people in the community to be closer together. So the community center held various events so that people can come together and foster connections, build relationships. Next sentence with foster. The parents were committed to fostering a sense of responsibility and independence in their children. So what did the parents want to cultivate? What did the parents want to grow? What did the parents want to build or foster inside of their children? A sense of responsibility and independence. Can you make a sentence with foster? Let us know in the comments. Flourishing is next. Flourishing refers to the state of thriving, growing, prospering in a positive and successful manner. So something that flourishes is doing very well. Something that flourishes is very positive and it's getting better and better. So, with proper care, the garden began flourishing with vibrant colors and healthy plants. A flourishing garden does not have dead flowers. A flourishing garden has flowers and plants that are very healthy and strong and beautiful. Next sentence. The small business started flourishing after implementing a new marketing strategy. So, a business can flourish. It can do very well. Maybe a small business in the beginning does not flourish. Maybe they struggle to make a profit. But later, that small business can start to flourish and make a great profit. Next sentence. The students' academic performance flourished. Okay, so what about your time in school? Did your academic performance or did your school performance flourish? Did you get good grades? Did you do very well? Were you happy to go to school? Were you excited? Were you flourishing like a healthy flower with beautiful colors? Or maybe in school you did not flourish and you didn't do very well. Let us know in the comments. Okay, number 9. Vocabulary word number 9 is rallied. What does rallied mean? Rallied refers to the action of coming together for a common cause, often involving a gathering or a collective effort to support or encourage. So how can we use this in sentences? The community rallied, right? The people in the community came together to raise funds or money for the local school in need of new books. So the people in the community came together, they worked together, they rallied to raise money to help the school get books. Next sentence. The citizens rallied, they came together in protest against the proposed construction that threatened the neighborhood park. Okay? So, why did the citizens rally? They came together to stop, to protest against, to stop the construction. Why did they want to stop the construction? They wanted to stop the construction because it was going to remove the park in the neighborhood. Have you ever rallied? Have you ever come together with other people to do something good? Let us know in the comments. Next sentence with rallied. When disaster struck, the town rallied together to provide aid and support, or help and support. Vocabulary word number 10 is oasis. An oasis is a fertile and peaceful area in the midst of a desert or any challenging environment, often symbolizing a place of refuge or relief. So, what is an example of an oasis? After a long hike, the travelers were relieved to discover a beautiful oasis with clear water and lush vegetation. So, the travelers were hiking on the mountain. There was no water. They were thirsty. There was no beautiful green vegetation to stop the sun from beating on them. So they found an oasis. They found a place where they can rest, they can drink water, they can relax, and refresh themselves. Next example. The quiet library became a mental oasis for the student seeking a break from the hectic pace of life. So, this student found a peaceful, refreshing oasis in the library. They can relax, they can have peace, and they can get away from the busy life outside. What is your oasis? Can you tell us in the comments? The next vocabulary word is resilience. Resilience is the ability to bounce back, recover, or adapt successfully from challenges, setbacks, or difficult circumstances. Are you resilient? Do you have resilience? What are the example sentences? Despite facing adversity, her resilience allowed her to overcome obstacles and achieve her goals. Next sentence. The athlete's resilience was evident as he continued training despite injuries. So, maybe he had an injury, but he continued training because he had resilience. He wanted to keep going even though he had problems. Another sentence. A resilient person will keep trying after they fail. Do you keep trying after you fail? Do you keep going even though there are problems or difficulties? If you do, you are a resilient person. You have resilience. Okay, the last vocabulary word is fruits. Not the fruits that you physically, literally eat. No. In a metaphorical sense, fruits, not literal sense, right? Fruits can refer to the positive results or outcomes of a person's efforts or actions. So, the good things that come from your hard work, those are the fruits of your hard work. What are the sentences? The dedicated team celebrated the successful project completion, enjoying the fruits of their labor. Do you enjoy the fruits of your hard work? Education is an investment in the future, with the fruits being the knowledge and skills gained. So, what are the fruits of education? What are the good results of education? The fruits of education are the knowledge and the skills that you gain. The last sentence for this word is planting the seeds of kindness often leads to the fruits of lasting friendships and goodwill. So, what good results come from being kind? The fruits of being kind may be good friendships and kindness toward you. What do you think about all of these vocabulary words and sentences, my friends? Let me know what you think in the comments. I thank you for watching this live stream, and I hope that you enjoyed the short story. Take care, everybody. See you in the next one. Bye-bye.